Hey, first grade, it's Miss Art. I want to show you some things you can do to turn your pinch pot into an animal pinch pot. So you had some extra clay left over from your pinch pot. Okay, so I want to show you some things you can do. I'm going to tear off some and I'm going to start making a head today. Well, there's different ways I can make a head. So I'm going to start by rolling a sphere. I don't want it too big because then it'll just kind of fall off. It'll be too heavy. That's pretty good. I may need to tear off a little bit if it's too big. Okay, roll a sphere either that way or on the table like that. Okay? All right, so here's some things I can do. Maybe it has a bird beak or a snout, a nose that sticks out like a dog. So I'm going to turn my fingers kind of like a circle, not like this, not like a baby shark, but like this. And then I'll pinch, twist, pinch, turn, pinch, turn, pinch, let go, turn. And I just keep going. And now it kind of looks like a snout, like I could turn that into a dog or a cat or a pig, anything with a snout. I could even turn it into a horse if I wanted it to. Then all these tools that are in your bucket, you can use these for things too. Oh, and if I wanted to make this a bird beak, I would just pinch like that, okay? And then if I wanted the mouth to open, I could take this paper clip and I could cut like that and maybe open the mouth a little bit like that, okay? And then I could use my tools to maybe do some eyes like that. And then I could do the nose holes, which are called nostrils. So I could do that and that. And maybe some pupils like that. Okay, that's kind of silly looking. Okay, all right, so next, maybe I don't like that. Well, I'm not stuck with it. I can get some water and roll the clay up. Okay, now don't do this to your pinch pot, but you can do it to your animal parts. If they're not looking right, dip about 2 fingers in the water, get the clay wet, and start rolling it up again. Maybe this time I want to do a cat. So I could, again, make the snout. Okay. And then if I wanted ears, I could pinch them like this. Or maybe it's not working for me. Remember to erase. You just put your fingers in the water and erase. Don't get too much water. It gets slimy. I'm starting to use too much, so it's starting to get slimy. So I could get some of my extra clay and I could maybe make some ears. So I would just put this down and use that paper clip like a knife. I could also use this and I could cut ears like that. Okay, and I could put this on, make some cat ears or horse ears, depending on what I want. And then I could do the eyes again. Okay, now to put this head on here, you can't just stick it. It'll just fall off. Here's what you have to do. You take that paper clip and you scratch like this. Scratch, 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 scratch. Okay? Don't poke holes. Just scratch, scratch, scratch. Get a little bit of water because it's going to act like your glue. Tap, tap, tap. And then press and wiggle like that. And then it will stay. Okay? If you're not sure if it's going to stay or not, here's another thing you can do. You could also scratch on here. Scratch them both and then press and wiggle, press and wiggle. Okay? See, now it stays. I could pick it up by the head and it stays on. Okay? All right, next, legs. To do legs, I need some more clay and I'm going to roll a coil. So I could start out like this, back and forth, not like this, back and forth, back and forth. You can even do it on the table, not like this. Big rolls like that. Okay, like that. Then I would cut it in half. Okay, and I've either got 2 legs, or if I need 4 legs, I would just cut these in half. I put them side by side, and that way I can cut them in half so they are all the same, like that. Okay, and then same thing. I can scratch, 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 and then scratch, 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 scratch. Take some water, tap, 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 and then press and wiggle like that. Okay, and then I could do that 4 times and put all the legs on. Here's what happens if I don't. If I just kind of mush it on, it just falls off. But look at the one where I did the scratching. It stays on. You've got to do that scratching or things will fall off and then you get sad because it doesn't look right. Okay? All right, tails. If you want to do a tail, then you just would roll a even skinnier one. Okay? Oh, wait a minute. Look at all those cracks. No worries. I'm going to take some of that water and erase. And that will take care of it. Like that. Okay? And then I could do scratch, water, press, and wiggle a tail on. If I want to do wings, then I would take some clay and I could use the roller and roll it flat. So I could roll, flip. If you flip it, it keeps it from sticking to the table. Roll, flip. Let me move these over. Roll, flip, so it's kind of tortilla thin. Okay? All right. Let's say I want butterfly wings. So I'm going to scratch one wing like this. Notice I didn't do it in the middle though. There's a reason. Okay, if I don't like that, then I take my finger and I erase. Okay? And then I try drawing it again. There, I like that better. So when you like it, then you would cut it out like that. Okay? Then I need another wing just like it. So what I'll do is I'll lay this down next to it and I'll trace it. Easy peasy. So I'm not cutting, I'm just drawing right now. See? Just like that. Okay? So now I've got wings, and then I could use those tools again to make some textures. Okay? Like that. Okay, and then I would scratch, slip, press, and wiggle. So I can do that, okay? All right. Now, if I want it to look furry, if it's going to be a cat or a dog, then I could do scratching to make it look like fur. If it's got feathers, I could use this curved part and do this, and then it will look like feathers. Okay? So, there are some things you can do. You got a lot of choices to make. So think about what kind of animal you want to turn your pinch pot into, and now you know what to do. Okay? Good luck.